Welcome to our video series, 3 Omnichannel Fails and How to Fix Them. I'm here with Vasu Srinivasan, Senior Analyst at Forrester. Our second topic is reduce effort or reduce experience. Vasu, I'm curious to hear your take on this topic.
Thank you, Lance. Again, a big, great topic. What are we really solving for? What is the objective when it comes to omnichannel customer service? What are we angling for as the end result of designing an omnichannel for any customer? It should be around reducing customer effort. But again, where we seem to be dropping the ball, where we seem to be not getting this right, is that in the process of reducing effort, we might be compromising a whole lot on the experience factor as well. A great example of where that happens and creates a very frustrating, confounding experience for customers is how we use conversational AI or any kind of automation when it comes to customer service or the omnichannel customer service contact center situation. We've kind of gotten into the habit of making automation the first line of defense, right? I'm going to share a bit of a personal story here. I was very recently on a webinar much like this one, and I realized that all my fantastic colleagues were starting to pixelate a little bit. So I realized that my data was probably running out. And really, all I wanted to do was just top up my data balance so that I can continue having this conversation. And you wouldn't believe that it actually took me 2 hours to get that resolution done. And at the end of the first 45 minutes of me going through a maze of automation, much like the one that we have on the screen, it literally had me on a chatbot interface. I was just going, talk to an agent, connect me to an agent, put me to an agent, agent please, advisory please. It literally pushed me to that space where it was very frustrating just to complete a very simple interaction, right? With automation, the objective should not be that we are eliminating experience along with effort, right? There has to be a more seamless way, a better way, a more tactical, a more strategic way of implementing automation and leveraging automation when it comes to the omnichannel context. We have to stop obsessing about the fact that the automation is the first line of defense, and the whole objective of automation is to make it harder and harder to reach human support. That's not what automation is supposed to do. It's not supposed to eliminate agents. It is supposed to augment them, right? And one of the easiest ways to do that is to start thinking about workflows and connected experiences and journeys rather than thinking about automation as a touchpoint solution, right? Let's not do automation, whether it's chatbots, whether it's RPA, whether it's any other form of virtual agents. Let's not put one on the website just to use it as a first line of defense where all we wanted to do is buy time till it actually connects to a live agent. That is the worst way to automate any process, right? And it's definitely not doing us any favors when it comes to customer experience. A better way to think about automation is to be more democratic about it, if you will, right? Expose it across an entire workflow. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of our customers and understand if this is the journey that the customer began on this digital channel, going back to how we want to be focused on resolution. Let's not expose them to automation if we already know that there is a process complexity that's not going to lead to resolution. But if we did expose them to automation, if we did start the conversation with any sort of a conversational interface, it doesn't mean that the agent has to then go away. It's not one or the other. Automation has to be able to seamlessly blend into that workflow. And automation can continue to exist in the background even after the conversation is escalated or passed over to a live agent. It can continue to assist the live agent with resolution as well. So automation is not just for the customer. Let's be more democratic about it. Let's use it across the entire workflow for for every single user that's involved in that workflow. And let's start building workflows that are more seamless. Let's stop doing automation for the sake of automation. Let's stop doing automation as the first line of defense.
I couldn't agree more. Almost every day, we engage with brands that are hyper-focused on eliminating costs through omnichannel implementation without any real thought about the impacts on their customer experience. In fact, Vasu, your maze visual really struck a chord, and your story, as I just spoke with a brand just the other day that had turned on WhatsApp as a channel and implemented a chat bot on that channel, but there was no way for the bot to hand the customer off to a live agent, creating a literal dead end for certain inquiry types, just as you described in your story. So important for brands to consider. Really, automation really should augment agents at every turn for brands to be successful. Thank you, Vasu, and thank you for tuning in today. Stay tuned for our third and final topic coming out next week.